Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Keeping Up with the Castle, your news show and discussion on everything Walt Disney World. On today's episode, we have Disney's ESPN Wide World of Sports might be the first to open on Disney World property. The Disney Cruise Line extends suspension of all departures. We have an update from the DVC on expired points from the pandemic. And last but not least, Ample Hills is selling the company after filing for bankruptcy in March. All that and more up next. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name is Colin. I will be your host, and join with me every single episode, my co-host Brendan. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic. Another day, another dollar.
Yeah, another day in paradise, quarantine-esque, right? So that being said, guys, the date is April 29th, 2020, and this is actually episode 55 of the Keeping Up with the Castle podcast and videocast. If you listen to the episode that came out just 2 days ago, I mentioned we weren't going to have any news, and in the last 24 to 36 hours, some pretty good news topics in my mind came out that we'd love to bring to you. So we're going to kind of break these down to you and then discuss them per usual. So Brendan, if you are ready, I say let's dive right in.
Yeah, so Disney's ESPN Wide World of Sports may open first at Walt Disney World. Disney's World's ESPN Wide World of Sports complex has been suggested as a potential location for NBA. Or the NBA as a potential location to, start back up the season. Obviously, this is going to be without fans. This is only going to be players, coaches, and camera crews, so everybody can watch from home. We really need these sports. I'm tired of watching the same old thing over and over again.
Bring a lot of money back to the economy too. I mean, sports are losing an estimated $62 billion combined already.
Yeah. The NBA still hasn't made a decision on whether the season will continue at all, but Bob Iger recently attended a conference call with all of the NBA team owners and commissioners. So Adam Silver to discuss how Disney has handled the effects of the crisis and how they would help, going forward. I think this is a great thing. I don't care if it's in Disney or anywhere. I think they need to get sports back open. So this is a move in the right direction for me and just sports in general.
I agree. I mean, really all that was left, I don't follow NBA to the T. I want to say it was really just the playoffs. And I'm not sure if there's a few regular season games left or not. Yeah. I think it was pretty much all settled out. So I think in my mind, I thought about it deeply. I think they want to do this at Disney potentially. One, Bob Iger and Disney Company owns ESPN and, the NBA experience. Adam Silver and Bob Iger have a bond. They've done business together. However, travel, hotels, all that kind of stuff, moving, exchanging, people being able to contract and change the virus is what hurts them right now. Well, if it's all centralized at the many basketball courts they have at the ESPN World of Sports, you can keep all the players that are in the playoffs all on the same site, shoot for the whole playoffs. I mean, I think a lot of people will be down to do it. They're still going to get paid. There's going to be TV contracts there. I think there'll be more viewers than ever because people literally can't be there if they wanted to pay or not. I just think it'll keep them because they'll stay on the complex of Disney and ESPN, I think, for those few weeks. Maybe they can speed up the process. I don't know. I think it's a pretty good idea, though.
Yeah, like that's a good idea because also, even though it's not at Disney, the MLB is also thinking about doing something like this in Arizona. Yeah. And I thought this could be a good spot to do it for baseball, too, even though they're not. But I think it's a good thing. It's a huge complex. You can have every
hotels around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's plenty of high quality stuff for NBA. Obviously, they're not going to want cheap value stuff because they're NBA players, but there's plenty of amenities and things around that. I think it would be really cool. So that being said, we'll move on. To my first news topic, which is the Disney Cruise Line. So it has extended its suspension of all departures. So as expected, I kind of knew this was coming. They have canceled and suspended all new departures of the Disney Dream and Disney Fantasy through Thursday, June 18th. They have suspended and canceled all Disney Magic sailings through Thursday, July 2nd, and then all departures on the Disney Wonder through June is canceled and suspended, given that neither the Port of Vancouver nor any alternate home port is available for the actual itinerary themselves. So we all kind of saw this coming, but again, it's news we wanted to get to you. It's going to affect a lot of people because they keep kind of closing it in these increments of, anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. And they might still have to keep canceling it. It's tough. Obviously, they don't want to lose money, but what do you think?
They have to do it this way just because, you don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. So doing it in that 3 to 6 week period type thing that you're just talking about, it's going to keep on happening. I think maybe one more cancellation. Hopefully not many more after that, but at least they're giving them, 15 months to rebook a cruise or do all that. So I think that's being pretty fair.
Yeah, they are helping everybody out. So I was going to break that down next. So guests currently booked that are on these canceled or affected suspended sailings are all going to be offered the choice of a cruise credit to the full value that they paid to be used for a future sailing within 15 months of their sail date, or a full refund via your way of payment. So I think they're doing everything possible to satisfy the guest, and I think it's fantastic. Disney's great with customer service, and I think they've learned their lesson in some aspects of the company where they didn't do this so well in the beginning. So I think they're going to be very lenient and very good going forward for all these cancellations. So
yeah, I think this is something they had to do, and it is what it is.
It's part of it. So
yeah. So up next for the news is the update from the Disney's Vacation Club on expired points from the pandemic going around the whole world. 2019 use year points for April and June that are set to expire in 2020 that were used for these reservations would be extended for 1 year from the current expiration date. 2018 use year points for April and June that were banked in 2019 and used for these reservations will be extended for 6 months from their current expiration date. And then lastly, please note this is a temporary policy, only includes expiring points that will use to book and stay between March 12th and the end of this closure period that we still don't know when Disney World is going to open. I think this is, for 2018, that 6 month windows. So that's not a bad deal at all because they were going to go.
Yeah.
They were going to go.
Yeah.
And, for the 2019, another year of points, that's good. That can really, make your vacation longer, or you can upgrade with those points, being in a bigger room, maybe, all different things you can do with those points.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's just, again, almost going back to what we said about the cruise line. I think they're just dealing with things very well going forward. Giving someone a full 12 months for those points rather than just the duration of how long the cancellation is, I think is great. And of course, I think it's fair that this only happens if you had a canceled reservation during this period. If your point just expired because you didn't book anything, I'm kind of sorry. That's on you.
You should have booked.
Yeah, you should have booked. Why not? I mean, shoot. I mean, either way, or at least sell them or something. But that being said, I think DVC is doing a good job to recover and help the guests, the actual DVC community that spends a lot of money to be in that group of people. So
yeah.
Moving on to the last. Oh, do you have something else? I'm sorry.
I do have something to say. I've been eyeing DVC right now.
Yeah.
If you were thinking about DVC and you have money and haven't lost your job or whatever, go to DVC websites and go check out, because a lot of these things have dropped like $5 to $10, even $15 per point. So you can save thousands of dollars. And I'm really eyeing it for some reason, even though I don't need to be spending, $10,000 to $20,000 on this. I'm like, but I'm saving so much money. So go check it out if you were on the border of DVC.
Yeah, if you're teeter-tottering, it is a good time. Rates are going down, and if you're comfortable, you're set. You don't think you'll be affected at all or further, it's a good opportunity. So Last up on the news, we are going to be talking about ice cream, one of my favorite things. So we're going to be talking about Ample Hills Creamery. So Ample Hills is now selling after filing for bankruptcy in March. So earlier this year, we found out that one of our favorite ice cream shops from Disney World, currently located on the boardwalk, Ample Hills, was going to open a second location in Disney Springs. So shortly after construction and clearing the old site begun, Ample Hills had to file for bankruptcy and close doors to all locations, which kind of was already happening before the pandemic. This probably would have happened anyways, but nonetheless,
it made it a little bit faster.
Right. Nonetheless, there was some issues with the company apparently for a while, and they had to close doors and funding very rapidly. So that being said, since then, according to Eater Magazine and the co-founders of Ample Hills, 26 companies have shown interest in the purchasing of the ice cream company since that time in March when the bankruptcy was filed. And some notable companies looking to take the reins and save Ample Hills are Ben & Jerry's and then Focus Food Group, which is the parent company of Auntie Anne's and Cinnabon.
Oh, wow.
So these are some very big top dollar companies. They know ice cream.
Very good ice cream.
Yeah, they know marketing, they know sweets, they know sales, they know how to get product out the door per se. So, it's almost a blessing in disguise. Obviously, they had to file bankruptcy, and there's some issues probably with the company itself. But these are some huge names. I think they're going to get a pretty good price for this purchase, and I think they'll really be able to develop into a more financially stable business, and I think that these locations will only prosper from it.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Another ice cream shop in Disney, I have no complaints.
Yeah. Well, and now that one granted it's depressing. No one's there anyways at Disney Springs, but they already had everything over the glass. Ample Hills coming soon, everything. And Ample Hills is really good. I only went there once, but it's great. And, it's kind of like that craft ice cream deal. It's really cool. It's fun. It's delicious. Yeah. So I think someone like Ben & Jerry's that does these out-of-the-box ice creams, or even just a company as large and powerful as, the Cinnabon, Auntie Anne's, Focus Food Group, I think they'll be able to make it excel. And we only need positive stuff right now in Disney World, right?
Yeah, definitely.
The more positivity, the better. But that being said, guys, if you didn't check out our last episode, which was literally 2 days ago, on how to save money on your next Walt Disney World vacation, please head to the link. Again, I'll post it above us. And if you have not, just go to our most recent videos. I think you guys will get a lot of good information out of it, whether you're a veteran or not. I think you can maybe take something away from this content. But that being said, do you have anything else, Brendan? Or if not, that'll be it.
No, that's it. Stay safe.
Yeah, stay safe. Be careful out there, guys. We're not doing a full-blown discussion, as I mentioned, because of that saving money episode. So that will be it. If you enjoyed the video, please smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. We would appreciate all the support. It helps so much. If you stayed with us this long throughout the video, again, that we appreciate that more than you know as well. And we will see you guys next time on Keeping Up with the Castle. Take care.